Good afternoon. I'm Mayor Dan Reese, and I'm sitting on a bench in front of the fire department that's dedicated to Eric Dopp, one of our firefighters who sadly lost his life while he was still a firefighter. I want to speak of a personal experience that I had as a private citizen in the city of Windcrest, and one of the reasons I chose to run to be your mayor. And sadly, I don't believe my story is the only story that's like this. In 2017, I was not an elected official. I was not in any leadership position in the city of Windcrest. I was actually at the San Antonio College running their fire academy. While I was at the fire academy, one of the Bexar County fire marshals came out and asked me a simple question. He had known that we had just hired a fire chief in the city of Windcrest. And the question was, did they do a background check? And the way he asked the question was quite curious. And so the next Monday, at a city council meeting, I went to Citizen to be Heard as a private citizen and asked a simple question. Did you do a background check on the current fire chief? That was a Monday. The next Wednesday, I was called to my boss's office and asked, what's the issue between the city of Windcrest and San Antonio College? I told him I was not aware of any issue between the city of Windcrest and San Antonio College. He told me that one of the vice presidents had called regarding me and the city of Windcrest. I told him about the question I had asked at Citizen to be Heard, and I asked that I could immediately meet with the vice president. When I met with the vice president, she told me that the Windcrest fire chief had called to complain about me, and he threatened to never send any students to the San Antonio College Fire Academy while I was still running the fire academy, and that she should expect a call from the city manager and the mayor. Luckily for me, she asked, did I represent myself as a person from San Antonio College when I asked that question at Citizens to be Heard, and he said no. So she said, then we have no issue with the city of Windcrest and Dan Reese. This was a blatant attempt to cause me to lose my job because I asked a question at Citizens to be Heard. And in fact, during the short tenure of this fire chief, and I believe at the direction of Mayor Alan Baxter, 7 volunteers were fired for absolutely no reason. If you want another example of how Mayor Baxter treats employees, search the internet for Windcrest mayor threatens fire chief's job. We don't need to go back to that leadership style. During my tenure as mayor, we have transitioned this fire department to a combination department, which means you have career firefighters on duty 24/7, and you have dedicated volunteers who supplement those career firefighters, honoring the proud tradition of volunteer firefighting in the city of Windcrest. I humbly ask that you allow me to serve another term as your mayor. Thank you.